And the timer.
Yeah, yes. Thank you, Lillian. Timer started.
Okay, got it. 10 o'clock in Michigan.
Okay.
Well past my bedtime.
Okay, we're really happy you're
But
here. Thank you for staying.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy to hang with you guys.
Oh, good. Awesome. Okay. Well, we're really happy to start this one. This is we're still working with the law of give and receive with Sanakamara connected to the solar plexus. So let's jump right into the slideshow. And it's a bit of a review. Where are we? Here we are. But you'll see. Okay. Because Leanne hasn't been here and Michael, you haven't been here. So it's a little bit of a review. So this is good.
Yeah, I haven't caught up yet. I try and keep up with the replays, but I can't keep up with anything. But
Okay, yeah, no problem. Because I'm always going in and out. So don't worry. Just jump in whenever you can to these evenings where we do these Zooms. And yeah, it's circular information. So it all works together. So it
yeah,
doesn't, it's okay if you miss a few.
yeah, I'm not sure if this is the best time when I should flop down on my yoga mat and get into the hands up, aims this way, or just sit here and kick back. I've I, I've done this with you guys a couple of 3 times already, and I'm still not certain of the protocol.
Oh, okay. So it is a slideshow. So I'll just show you the first slide. So if you want,
Okay, so with the slideshow, I can't lay down on my mat and close my eyes with the blindfold and stuff.
no, it's not meditation night. This is a
Okay.
slideshow about the law of give and receive. So and I'll just
Oh, I like these. Well, yeah. Okay, I'm with you. Let her
okay.
rip. I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm
Yeah, no
blathering.
problem. Yeah, no problem. Okay, so this is a little bit of a review about the universal laws, or simply the laws of this universe. They are the understanding of how your universe works and operates. The basis of these laws is love. And we've been studying the law of give and receive, which is incredible healing. And it's about giving love, and then it's like it goes out and as if it's an infinity sign, and it continues and it comes back to us. So the more we give, the more comes back to us. And it can be in the physical, it can be sending love etherically. And what I've also noticed is we have issues with letting go of the past. So I was experimenting with Ho'oponopono this morning. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. It's a Hawaiian mantra. And if you can say those four little phrases to etherically to anyone that you're struggling with, and you can feel no resistance, that's a really good sign that you have let go of anything that may be creating any kind of issues for the self. So that's why I often say this law is forgive and receive, because it's connected to love, sending love out, but also understanding everything is forgiven. And when we get that on a really deep level, then it just turns to love. Because in the higher realms, everything is forgiven. But it feels like it's a helpful step to use the word forgive, because then you know that you've let go of any resentment you could be holding for the past. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So then there's no pain, no suffering, no taking sides, when there is equal love for especially family, mom, dad, siblings. And then, so when you can be in that Ho'oponopono state for mom, dad, and siblings, that's really helpful to know that you've let go. And then if there's other issues with other people, just check in with yourself and see if you have if you're holding on to anything, because it feels like a tightness. And you can literally feel your hands relax when you're in the state of forgiveness of everything. Yes, Darren.
There's some teachings that say that forgiveness is to give love to someone else.
Ah, yes, absolutely. Yeah. So you'll see in this next slide. Yeah. So as you forgive, and I put the word love up here, and it always comes back to the self. So as you give, it is the law you must receive. And even though, and this is SK talking, and even though you are inadvertent lawbreakers, it matters not. Now is the time for this course correction. So just know it's connected to self-love. It's connected to sending love to Gaia, because we've all abused power in past lives and we have created havoc on this planet. So the forgiveness is going to Gaia too, forgiving ourselves for abusing power here. And then it opens for her nurturing us, because she's a mighty transmuter and it happens in a flash. Yes, Ken.
Did I hear you right when you said, how did you put it? Inadvertent lawmakers?
Yeah,
Or
lawbreakers. Yes.
lawbreakers?
Yes, it's right here. Yeah, inadvertent lawbreakers.
What do you mean by that?
Well, we don't really realize that we're to the past. We don't realize we're doing that.
Oh, I see. Okay.
We don't realize that we're not forgiving ourselves. And that's what's creating issues within the physical form, basically. Yeah. Yeah, because it's not like, I mean, there's lots of teachings out there, and we can take them in on a mental level, but are we actually taking them into the physical body, into the emotional level? Like going deeper and deeper. That's why in the meditations, they always say, go deeper, breathe, deeper, deeper, like go into another layer, peel back another layer. So, and it's all connected to the blue of the mother, her forgiveness of everything, the correction to forgiveness of self, to love of self. And then again, just keep sending it out, and it keeps coming back. This is the law of give and receive. Okay. And then it's all, it comes back to our worthiness. So this is the scales of justice, of worth, and of the universe in balance. So it's like there's a scales, and we are worthy to the universe. And so the universe is love. It's all love. And then that's why Archangel Raphael says there's no difference between healing and creation. Every creation is a healing, and every healing is a creation. So it all comes back to love and creating, remembering the mother. It's quite simple when it comes down to it. It's just wrapping our head around it all and bringing it into the physical form. Yes, Darren.
Could you say that healing is restoring something to its original design or plan?
Say that again. Healing?
Yeah, healing is restoring whatever it is you're healing to the original design or plan.
Yeah, because the original plan is purity. So,
Right.
so we're remembering, and purity is loving everyone, loving who we perceive as our opponents. So purity is active participation in the divine plan. And that's the original purity, is remembering our innocence, like being like a child, being like an infant, basically, because an infant comes in just loving everybody, doesn't have any judgments. So yeah. Yes, I would agree. No judgment. And it's interesting because a judgment can be connected to the scales of justice. Mhm. It's all interconnected, yes. Okay,
I'm getting really sleepy. I think I'm gonna leave.
okay, Ken. Okay, so then this is more from Sanakamara. He says, you see the flow of give and receive is unending. It is in accordance with the law of movement, the law of change. There is a never-ending flow, but it is the balance between the give and the receive. And as Gaia receives your gratitude, your love, your expressions of love, then she receives that energy. The fuel of the universe is love. So you refuel her, then she refuels you, and so it goes. So
How simple is that? How simple is that? Oh, if I could just do it on a moment to moment basis.
yeah, and you know, back in the day when we were all in community, in tribal community, part of the mission and the practice of the men was to go out and give gratitude for everything, for the
And
weather.
and grandma thought he was only going fishing.
Yeah. Yeah. So probably when he was going fishing, he was doing that. He was giving gratitude for everything.
Right. I mean, you can't say, "Oh, I'm out there hugging trees," but you are.
Yeah. And so that helped balance the weather on the planet. But there's not too many, like I always remind the men that come to me for readings to get back into that practice and to share it with their buddies. Because the more men that are doing that, that is the divine masculine, one of the divine masculine roles to be in nature giving gratitude and gratitude for the women, gratitude for everything basically. And that helps balance the planet.
Yeah, I'd have a heck of a time telling my pals to hug a tree or take ballet lessons.
Well, maybe it can be like gratitude and for other things too, like even just to get the flow going for the remembrance. I don't know. The men that are coming in for readings are quite open to it and yeah, ready to pass it on too. So I thought
Yeah,
that was interesting.
they've gotten the nudge from the etheric, and there's no place in my business to try and nudge anyone.
Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have no problem hugging a tree whatsoever.
yeah.
No, it's a good thing. Yeah.
But it's even just like wait before you even get out of bed, just saying thank you to Gaia and thank you for everything, basically. Just getting in that flow of gratitude for all of us to be there. And often like take that root chord and take it right down to Gaia and say hi to her and anchor yourself in your physical form.
Yeah, and everywhere in between, and even thank my bunions and ingrown toenails.
Yeah,
I
everything.
mean, there's a reason to grin if you remember.
Yeah, exactly. And Darren, did you want to say something?
Yeah, I was out in nature today and I was talking to a squirrel and we had a heart-to-heart talk. And it was really amazing experience.
Beautiful. I did a reading with a woman like before I went out and did them out where I go. I every second Friday I have an older woman that I go see, and she has an autistic grandchild, and she said that she's never seen this child do this, but she sat outside for an hour wanting to feed the birds, and the birds in the city don't tend to come to us to get fed like off the hand, but she's been somewhere where the whiskey jacks were coming to eat out of her hand. So she sat in the neighborhood in the city with her hand out with bird food on it, and a squirrel came to her foot. Yeah, it was a just amazing story. I was like, wow, this child does not sit still. but she did that. So to me, that was like a really big sign we're getting lots of help now. So just keep asking for help. Okay, so this is, and I'm sure it was Archangel Gabriel connected to that. So now this is a little reminder about joy, and Archangel Gabriel saying she brings us a bounty of joy, for there is always enough to go around and to share richly and fully, lavishly. Joy is who you are. You are the substance of love and the matter of joy. You are the embodiment of that essence of laughter and the tinkling of gladness, the song of freedom. All of these are interwoven as one, interwoven uniquely into your tapestry and into your being. You have shifted, my sweet angels, into the fifth dimension, into the new reality of Gaia. So this new reality is us being more in joy, in gratitude. So she's saying we're all there. So that's like, and this was back 10 years ago. Yes, some do not know it, and that is why I bring this good news, for it is etched in gold. But why do I choose to speak of this? Because in this reality, there is enormous joy. There is never-ending, infinite, eternal joy. So it's just good to know we're in this realm of joy. So talking to people and reminding them, I think, is probably a good thing. Just, and it's like we're memory joggers. And I always say be like a tree, because a tree automatically receives the light. Like they don't even have to do anything about it. They just do. They just are that receiving, and they draw up the water, the forgiveness, the knowing of forgiveness, you know, from Gaia. So I don't know, that metaphor of being like a tree is growing on me. It seems to be, there seems to be many layers to it. And here's Archangel Gabriel saying, joy goes with you wherever you go. Joy is within thee, child. It always has been. So it's like the default. Once the old belief systems are gone, what's there but joy? So it's just good to know. And this is the balancing between the hemispheres of the brain. Just remembering there, in joy, there is no conflict between the two. So there's just peace, hope, faith, and joy on the other side. So in that is love. If you combine the two together, it's love. So that is the default. That's who we are. There is no conflict within. And our bodies are like temples of light and moisture, the mother and the father and the mother. And this looks really galactic, the soul image. And it also looks like a tree. So it's just helping us remember our star being selves and how connected to nature we are. And this is the big X here to remind us that gender equality. So equal love for the masculine, equal love for the feminine in the physical form. Because one side of the mind operates the opposite side of the body. So it's like a crossover within the physical form. Okay, and this is the definition of joy from the Council of Love: to be fully thankful, grateful, and one with the gift of life, purpose, and spirit, to be a reflection of the perfection of the creation of self and all, to live in and remain with the heart for all time. Joy is the color of gold. So this is just reminding us to emanate from our heart consciousness and out, like dropping out of the mind and being in the heart and operating from there more and more. Okay, and this is a little bit about the solar plexus, what all this information is connected to. So it's that bright sunshine yellow, like daffodils and buttercups and gold. It is our center of will. This is a place of divine authority. So it's just right above the belly button. A center for joy and awe. Awe is remembering the magic and wonder. And yes, clearing further emotional pain. So it's a place where you can breathe out these old systems that are not of love. It is the place of balance, because when you are in alignment with your will and divine will, you're in that balance of give and receive. This is a creation chakra. It is where you begin to truly manage the fifth dimensional qualities of managing and creating change internally and externally, aligning with within and without. It is growing and anchoring the divine qualities of patience. Yes, it takes a lot of patience, humor, stamina, and wisdom. The fifth dimension is where our beloved Gaia has anchored her heart, her being during this time of shift, of ascension, of change. Welcome the changes and acknowledge your ability, your power with this bright yellowy lemon to bring into this physical reality of Gaia what you choose to create. So breathe the lemon and feel the fifth and drink lots of lemon water because it's very cleansing for the inside of our physical form. Lemon and ginger. I've noticed I've been doing this for the last month, and I have to say everything is starting to feel better. I have so much more energy, and yeah, my throat isn't getting worse. So that's
Yeah,
good.
lemon, ginger, and honey are way up on the top of my list, along with Japanese knotweed, which is kind of unknown right now. Japanese knotweed, but it's really, 10 times more resveratrol that, the old studies on grapes and, the good stuff in grapes, the
Okay.
Mediterranean, the resveratrol. And Japanese knotweed, which is considered an invasive species, is all over the place, like dandelions. There's so much good stuff out there. I'd start blathering about everything that grows just when you step out the door. Okay, I'm sorry. Carry on.
No, it's good. Knotweed. I'm gonna look for that. Okay. Okay. Okay, so then this is what the solar plexus is connected to. So our nervous system. So the nervous system calms down, the anxiety lessens when we were operating from the heart consciousness, and we really understand our connection to the higher realms, and we'll keep asking for help and feeling the love of the mothers, the Gaia and the Divine Mother. The spleen, that filters blood, so it's connected to the movement. The stomach, the storage place for the food. The liver, which is it's for immunity and digestion and detoxification. Vitamin storage, so we want our liver in really good shape. And the gallbladder. So amazing, lots of organs connected to the solar plexus. So the more we're in that place of gratitude for the physical form, waking up and blessing the physical form, the more it helps with everything as well. That gratitude, it's very healing. Oh, here's my buddy Albert, and he says the fifth dimension growth opportunity is the ability to cope, create, manage, and manipulate change. And this is manipulate in with gratitude, with love, with joy, with forgiveness. That's what he's talking about there. The fifth dimension has the quality of change that is constant, that is correct, but the rationale, the being is learning how to deal with and create change. Basically, this chakra is learning to deal with and create change. It is a precursor to creation. You live in an infinite universe, one that is constantly in the process of change and growth. So if we are not able to manage change internally and externally, then we cannot incorporate the qualities of the higher dimensions with grace. So it is the fifth is the ability to move through change.
I have some huge problems with trying to sort out some definition in my head of grace.
Oh, okay. So grace is actually all the blessings and virtues. So it's all of them. That's what grace is.
Okay, so it's just the unknowable infinite.
And we build it. Grace is one of the ones that you can build. So the more good deeds you do, you are building grace. So it's understanding compassion and humility and joy and truth and, oh my gosh, all of them, awe and prudence. Like there's a whole list. There's 13 that the Council of Love has given us. And the Divine Mother told us that grace is all of them. It's purity, it's wisdom. Yeah, it's all of them. And it's just something that we build and build and build.
Very, very all-encompassing and blooming like a lotus blossom, as some might say.
Yes, exactly. And that's the chakra that it's connected to, the crown chakra, like the lotus. Yes,
Cool, cool.
you got it. Okay, so Albert says the ability to move through change, manipulating it in ways that are loving, kind, considerate of self and the collective, and respectful of the grander plan of unfoldment. So the fifth dimension is very powerful place of our divine will, divine authority, and joy. Yes, Darren.
Yeah, to manage change, does that kind of mean the same as directing change in the direction you'd like it to go?
Well, remember with the law of change, the mother said, who we truly are never changes, but we're always in the flow of change. So, and she talked a lot about acceptance and allowance. So, yes, you know, really accessing our heart's desires and then, you know, doing the creation formula and dropping them down and sending them out, and then allowing the other side to help. So what I've witnessed with change around myself is to be very still and watch, and things just start to come to you. And if you're guided to make a move, then go make the move, but not to control it. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, yeah, that kind of sounds like managing.
Mm-hmm. It's not really, it's allowing, it's not us trying to predict how things are going to happen. It's,
Yeah, but we can also direct the direction of change that we desire, can we not?
how would you do that?
Well, you know, if you have a, you know, what do you call it, you know, I lost the words there. What I mean is, if you have a divine plan, or you know, you are directed in a certain direction, especially by spirit, then you are managing change, right?
Yeah, if we're doing it in alignment with our purpose and our mission.
Right. Yeah.
So it's connected. When we're in, like, remember how SK said it's red light, green light? So if you're
Right.
getting green lights, then you know you're in the flow. But
Right.
if you're just getting red light, things are not happening, it's like back up, go back into your heart and double check to see if it is actually your mission.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's not controlling anymore. Every time I tried to control something, it never worked. So I learned really fast. Well, not really fast. I got stumped a few times, more than a few. And then now I just sit still and I wait. Like, even for instance, me explaining things on Zoom, it just came to me. Oh, now's the time. Oh, and I was like, oh, okay, let's go, kind of thing. I didn't try to, I didn't make it up myself. And I didn't, I don't know how to explain this. It just, I fell into doing this. So that's
well,
how it works more.
you explained it already. Red light, green light.
Yeah.
You waited for the green light, then you went.
Yeah, exactly. That's it right there. Yeah. So you can jump when you get a green light, when you really know you have a green light. Yeah. Okay, and this posting the mighty ones, like the mother said, it's so comforting. It takes away all anxiety. It's a huge protection if you're going somewhere. Like, for instance, last night, I'm going into the most dangerous part of the city. It's really crazy down there right now, Leanne. Wow.
Is it getting worse? I haven't been since last month, I guess, for my
Oh,
suitcase.
I couldn't believe all the people wandering around. It's pitch black out and just more than ever.
I'm in Michigan. Where are you?
Vancouver, British Columbia, but we have a core of our city that's well, it's not, it's got a lot of drug addiction.
Vancouver and Antarctica seem to have a lot of parallels when I let my mind spin.
Okay. Okay, well, anyways, so I posted the mighty ones around where I was going, around my car, around myself, and there were no incidents at all. It all flowed beautifully. And the very first person I did a reading for, like, it thanked me, and I knew it was one of the guys from the other side. And later I checked in, and it was Sanat Kumara. So it's nice to do that, and you'll get messages from them through people. It's just a beautiful thing to do. And of course, I think my next slide, I don't know if I have, no, one of my slides, I have all the gifts that they bring. Like, Yofi is magical. Uriel is all about abundance, the truth of abundance. So if you're working with the money and all that, it's good to call on him. Archangel Raphael is the healer of all the universes, so anything to do with the emerald green love. Gabriel is joy. We just learned all about joy and gratitude, being in gratitude. Michael is peace and truth, the truth of forgiveness, actually, but he doesn't say the word forgiveness much. He's leaving that for us to figure out.
Yeah, oh, that's a tough deal. I've been gifted with Michael and Albert and Gusky and Waterfall, and
Yeah, that's everything.
there's something.
Water is the mother. Your last name is the mother because she's connected to the water. And you've got Albert Einstein, who's gifted us with all the information about the dimensions, and you've got Michael, who's all about peace.
And here we are, blessed in the dawning of the age of Aquarius, water or whatever, and Libra balance. And well, I could blather on about synchronicities.
Yeah.
I'm just loving it happening.
Yeah, so you can stand back and watch everything happen, basically, and just keep bringing yourself more and more into the middle, which you are on that lovely farm that you're on. So that's good. You're out in nature. Okay.
Yeah, in the middle of Slobberbia. They just tore down a jillion trees, in walking distance, and they're doing some more, but it's what's happening. It is what it is.
Interesting. Okay. Well, you could have a soul conversation with those ones doing the trees, help, taking down the trees. Basically, all we say is how much we love you. I have loved you forever. I honor you. I respect you and know the truth of who you really are. I support you. Can you come back to me, come back to the middle, come back to your heart, basically. And then you can put the violet flame around everything, call on Saint Germain and the violet flame, use the violet flame. So soul conversations we can do with situations. We could do it with the war and the latest war that's broken out, with the Russian-Ukraine war. Any situation, you can have a soul conversation to a group or to an individual or to like a situation as well. So it's a very easy way to help with bringing the whole situation back to the heart. And I think I sent this information out. Does anyone want me to send it out again? You're good with it? Okay. Okay,
I think, though I haven't ciphered the volumes that you sent me before,
okay. All right.
but
Okay,
it's okay. It's all, I, I guess it doesn't matter.
okay,
It all circles together.
yeah, okay. Okay, so then this is all about Archangel Gaia. This is the law, back to the law of give and receive. So she's the mighty archangel, she's in the planet, and she's a master transmuter. That's why she continues to, supply us with air and water and food and minerals, because she's so good at forgiving us, because we have done so many atrocious things to this planet. So basically, the more the light workers are giving her gratitude, it helps keep everything going, and it starts to really balance the planet. So just to know, she forgives us immediately. She's like the Divine Mother in that energy. The give and receive is at the speed of love, and that is the speed of light squared. So it's very, very fast. So the more we are in that space of love and we're sending love, it helps everything. So now we're into the new part of the law of give and receive. And this is Susie asking the first question in the channeling. And she says, the first thing on my mind and in my heart is to ask this. A few years back, when that movie, The Secret, came out about manifesting, by matching our vibration with what we want, I started imagining all kinds of things, what I wanted to do with my home and the land I live on. After a time, I lost interest in personal desires and started truly wanting instead to call in blessings for the collective. Soon my prayers and meditations were all about peace and unity for all of us, and I felt in my heart that this transformation was natural and indeed perfect. It felt to me that when I offered myself in service and with love, that my needs would be seen to without my having to focus on them. I do truly appreciate what is so about my life right now, and at the same time, I admit that I'm bone tired and I'm wondering when relief is coming. I spend so much of my energy in service that I feel that there's not much left to do me things, and those me things require resources that right now are beyond my reach. Can you please help me understand how to find balance? So one of the things about living on this planet is we have that responsibility for our finances is there, for our physical health is there. Nothing changes. It's not like magically things are going to happen. We need to take that core responsibility for it. And Raj says, yes, and this is a question and a situation that applies to many of you, because it is, I will give and I will give and I will give to the collective. And I at sometimes have been guilty of the same issue, so I know whereof I speak. So he says he does the same thing. In fact, every ascended master on this side knows whereof you speak, and it is a matter of finding the balance. And then he says, dear heart, and I do not say this in criticism, but where did you disappear to? You forgot. So it is not simply an either or, it is the balance. It is the balance of doing your creation work for the collective, but also doing your creation work for your sweet self as well. And it is holding that vision and is wide open. And yes, we do not say that the funnel, as it were, has been exceptionally slow. Instead of olive oil, it has been as if it is very thick molasses coming through. But that does not mean that you are supposed to deter your thoughts, your actions, your creation work away from what you desire, from everything from a space vehicle to food on the table, to body work, to partnership, to laughter, to ease. Because what you are really asking for the collective, of course, is the higher vibration, unity, peace, and these are what we work on as well. But what is the expression of that? Of course, it is a ceasefire in Syria or Afghanistan or Russia or Ukraine or Israel or Palestine. We know that, and so do you. But what does it express as in your very life, in your day-to-day human high vibrational life? So he's saying, bring it back, be that peace inside of ourselves. And that's what helps create it in the without. And that's why, oh, so I've got this here. There's no difference between healing and creation. Every creation is a healing, and every healing is a creation. So keep bringing it back to yourself. Remember who we truly are, and that's that joy. And then we'll see that external reflection. And then he goes on, now you say to me, Raj, if the money would flow with the resources, and we do not care if it's a bag of groceries and healthy food that just appear on the doorstep, or whether it is in the mail, we don't care how it appears as long as it does appear. But in fact, and this goes back to your question, Darren, in fact, many are very specific about how they wish to receive, which is peculiar, because when you put out your request for what you wish to receive, the other side, we know the details, and much of the details about the how need to be left open, because that is the walk of trust. Many of you, so I do not wish to be dismissive of this situation, many of you are bone tired, weary, soul weary, and that is why several of you have also been put, shall we say, on sabbatical. And you do not need to wait for us or the Divine Mother to put you on sabbatical, dear heart. When you are exhausted, you put yourself on sabbatical. But bring it back into the balance of what you're doing and creating, giving to the collective, and what you're giving to yourself. And understand that it's also in accordance with the other laws of above and below, and change, attraction, and repulsion. All of these are one codification. So do not do a creation exercise where you are simply asking to receive or you are giving. Make it, bring it back to the balance. Okay, so any questions about that? No, okay. So he says, so I am giving this to the collective. I believe I am being taken care of, but I'm putting in my order for that bag of groceries today, and make it everything that I love to eat, from leafy greens to tea to chocolate. And Susie says, don't forget the chocolate. And Raj says, your star brothers and sisters would never forget the chocolate. And then Susie said, so for me, I just need to work on what it is that I can create for myself. And then Raj says, no, you are not in this alone. I wonder if all of you do know that. Yes, you do your creation work, and might I say you do it very well. And yes, it is taking action. It is not just the law of attraction you are working with, it is the codification. It is all laws. So what you are doing, you are assigning things. So he's talking about not just asking for things for ourselves, it's including the other side too in the creation. So think of yourself as if you are patterning. I invite you to do this, all of you. You are patterning yourself after me. You are part of my team. That is why we're having these discussions. Whether you are magenta or gold or blue or ruby, you are part of my team on the ground. Pattern your creation after me. So I do not do everything. So when you are creating and you are saying, this is what I wish to create for myself, this is what I wish to receive, in order that that constant flow that I can give and give and give and receive and receive and receive. Assign tasks to your guides, assign tasks even to the archangels, to the angels at large, to Saint Germain, to Yeshua, to me, because there are many things that you would like to create. Let's face it. Yes, Leanne.
Sorry. So that's fascinating. Assign tasks to your guides. I have to get my head around that.
Yeah.
That's a sweet concept, is it not?
Yes. I mean, I know we have to ask for help and everything, but to actually say, okay, can you please go do this? And then I'll do that.
Yes, exactly. So our guides often feel underemployed.
Okay.
Because we don't ask them to do anything.
No.
They
well,
want they want to be invoked more often then.
Yeah. So this is a good example. When I go out to work, where I go and do the readings, I ask them to bring me people for readings.
Right.
And they do. Usually they just slot them in one after the next. And that, like, I don't get bookings. It's just people coming and saying, oh, I was thinking about a reading.
Right.
They find me where I'm standing. Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, that co-creation. I get it.
Yeah, but you can do it with everything. So the timer just went off, but let me just finish this because it gives examples of it.
Okay, well, if the timer goes off, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you, bless you, everything.
Okay.
Good night.
Okay.
Okay, so he says, let's face it, currently you don't have the wherewithal, or shall we say the flexibility to move throughout the universe the same way your guides and we do. So you say to your guides, I am asking you to deliver me X. And it's interesting he says X because that's gender equality in the physical form. I never thought of that one before. Then you say to Gabrielle, I'm asking you to bring me a wellspring of joy. And then you say to Yeshua, I'm asking you to bring me the ability to multiply fishes into delicious meals. Now, did you want to say something, Leanne, more?
Oh, sorry. No.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry.
Okay. Assign things. And the best part of this, the most important part of this is don't take back the assignments. He says, okay, so, and then he says, oh, this is the one. Okay, well, anyways, we've all had situations, whether it was in your family structure, particularly with your mothers, or in a work environment, where somebody has asked you to do something, and then before you have the chance to do it, and to have the gratification of doing it and doing it well, that person went ahead and did it. That is soul destroying. And it does not give you the feeling that you are appreciated, honored, and respected for what you are capable of. So too often you ask your guides for help, and then you say, well, it's noon and they haven't delivered, so I guess I'd better go do it. Do not grab it back, sweet angels. Allow the delivery. And this is what I was talking to Darren about. It's allowing. And it's not waiting half a day. It can be waiting a long time, but it's allowing the creation to be right there. So all you have to do is say yes. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Well, yeah, it just seemed like I'd be slow to notice the response.
Yeah. So do the creations and then just go about your daily business, daily life. But be really conscious, because there's going to come a time where it's going to come right up and they won't let it pass you by. You don't have to worry about that. They have ways of letting us know, okay, now is the time. Go do. But it's good to have like vision boards or whiteboards with your mission on it, to have the visuals around you. Because the vision boards are amazing how they come into fruition. Yeah. Okay, so shall we send out, and let's go back to this other slide. How do I get there? Yeah. So this is what Michael's about. He's all about peace and freedom, and just I've got balance is joy. So underneath everything, the fallback is joy. Raphael is about love. No cravings for anything, basically. Just love, 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 love. Uriel is truth and abundance. So if you're working on any kind of projects involving money, ask for your Uriel's help and about the truth. Yophael is the magic and everything. Saint Germain is really the balancing in the physical form, understanding the mother and the father. This was my work with Saint Germain, understanding gender equality in the physical form.
So Kathleen, could you send that out, please?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yep. And then I'll send out how to post the mighty ones too. And then so you know that you've got all this information around you when you post the mighty ones. You can literally post them right around your physical form. That's I do that. I put Michael and Rafi and Uriel behind me, Yofi on the other side, and Gabrielle spinning her spiral all around me. You can do that every day, and it helps with everything. It really does. Mhm. Okay, so shall we do our 10 minutes of sending love out?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, let's do it. Okay, so you can put yourself on mute if you like. And because I can't really do it from my position right now. And I'll let you know when the timer stops. Okay, so see everybody in 10 minutes and send joy, send whatever you want out to the collective. All this understandings of the law of give and receive, whatever it is that you feel the collect is for the collective. See everyone in 10 minutes. come and say hi to everyone. I'm on Zoom. Want to say hi? Yeah, come on. Yeah, come and say hi. Come on. Yeah, it's on Zoom. 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 Okay, you ready? Okay, well. Okay, let's see, we gotta do that. And then we gotta do that. And we gotta do this. Oh, where is it? There, and you can say hi to everybody. Yeah.
Oh.
Ah,
Look at
for the
you.
weekend.
Oh.
Yeah. You can play peekaboo. Where did she go?
Peekaboo, where'd she go? Oh.
Yeah. How come you're not asleep? What are you doing up so late? They just came in.
Oh,
Yeah.
she's getting so big. Oh my gosh.
So big. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, she's. Oh, look. Oh,
Oh.
look at what Michael's doing. Oh my goodness. What is he doing? Can you do that? Okay, look.
Oh.
That's Michael. Have you met Michael before? I don't know.
I know your beautiful eyes from last time I saw you a couple weeks ago.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's Michael. Yeah. You see?
Peekaboo.
Oh, look at me. Yeah, she's playing peekaboo. We can play peekaboo. Oh,
Where'd she go? Where's Amelia? Oh, there she is. Oh,
okay.
all right. Oh, you're saying goodnight. You're saying goodnight, Amelia. Enthralled.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
face of the screen.
yeah. Okay. Well, any questions about that little slideshow? There was so much information there.
I've
Yeah.
forgotten it all already. Ha,
Oh, come on. It's
but
all
it doesn't matter.
integrated. Yep, it's all just integrating. Okay.
All right.
Well, we might say goodnight then.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah, we'll be back on Monday to do our meditation. Mhm.
Thank you. Yes, yes, dear. You and I both have no calendars and clocks. Thank
like
you. Thank you, little one. Thank you.
Okay, we'll see
All
you
right.
everybody on Monday.
Good night.
Good night.
I'm gonna hit a button now.
Okay. Yeah, it's so nice to see everybody, isn't it? Yeah, we're gonna turn off the recording. Oh, wait, how does it work? There we go.